Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. In the local scene, the Albay Provincial Health Office is actively encouraging women to receive vaccination against the human papillomavirus during the celebration of cervical cancer awareness this May. Cervical cancer is mainly caused by persistent infection with high-risk strains of HPV, a common sexually transmitted infection. According to Hazel Lynn Bartolome, Nurse 3 and Albay PHO Cancer Program Coordinator, the HPV vaccine is recommended for females aged 9 to 14 years to help prevent cervical cancer. Meanwhile, the national HPV vaccination program is being rolled out in schools and communities across 108 selected provinces and cities nationwide, ensuring broad access to this life-saving intervention. Within Albay, the Bicol Regional Hospital and Medical Center serves as one of the government facilities offering the HPV vaccine as part of its comprehensive cervical cancer control services. In other story, the Environment and Natural Resources Office Albay, through the Forest Ecosystem Management and Conservation Division, under the Micro Watershed Management Program, continues its effort to restore and rehabilitate vital watershed areas. As of April 2025, the division has successfully planted a total of 28,272 trees across approximately 49.4 hectares since calendar year 2020. These trees comprise a mix of native and indigenous species, selected to enhance biodiversity, improve water retention, and support long-term watershed sustainability. According to Enro Officer in Charge Engineer David G. Kua, the initiative reflects an unwavering commitment to restoring degraded upland ecosystems. The program continues to thrive, providing crucial support through the provision of tree seedlings and tree planting initiatives in partnership with local government units, non-governmental organizations, and various stakeholders. In the national scene, the legal challenge posed by former President Rodrigo Duterte's defense team against the International Criminal Court's jurisdiction is likely to be rejected, according to a lawyer representing victims of drug war. The victims' counsel dismissed the defense's plea as a repetition of an argument that had already been rejected in the past. Gilbert Andres, an ICC-accredited lawyer, explained in an interview that the defense's argument was essentially the same one raised by the Philippines when it attempted to stop the ICC from reinvestigating the war on drugs after the country withdrew from the Rome Statute in 2019. Andres noted that the defense is merely trying to delay the proceedings, but assured that the victims will still have the opportunity to express their views and comments on the jurisdictional challenge. Duterte's lawyers, Nicholas Kaufman and Dove Jacobs, formally contested the ICC's jurisdiction last week, arguing that Article 1272 of the Rome Statute, which states that a state cannot be released from its obligation after withdrawing, does not apply in Duterte's case. The former president is under ICC detention in The Hague, awaiting the confirmation of charges. Hearing of his case is scheduled for 23 September. In other story, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has signed into law a measure that adjusts the monthly benefits for retirees from the Department of Foreign Affairs. This new law, Republic Act 12181, which was signed on May 2, 2025, applies to retired officers and employees of the DFA who received a monthly pension from the Government Service Insurance System, GSIS, as well as all former government workers who chose to retire under Republic Act 1616. The law allows retirement after completing a total of 30 or 20 years of service, regardless of age, as long as retirees are at least 65 years old and have enjoyed retirement for a minimum of 15 years. However, DFA officers and employees who have retired but do not meet these qualifications will receive only the benefits applicable to them. Each retiree receiving a monthly pension from the GSIS will be entitled to a monthly pension differential, which represents the difference between the adjusted monthly pension determined by the DFA and the actual monthly pension provided by the GSIS. In other news, the Department of Agriculture has lifted an import ban imposed 6 years ago on heat-treated processed pork products from South Korea due to the spread of African swine fever. According to DA Memorandum Order Number 23, issued by Secretary Francisco T. Laurel Jr., the entry of Korean pork products will be permitted, provided they have undergone a process of high-level heat treatment. This includes products processed and their FO, which refers to the equivalent minutes of sterilization at 121.1 degrees Celsius, a value of 3, or heating a minimum of 70 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. On April 8, the import risk analysis reported that sterilized pork products from South Korea intended for export are deemed safe commodities as they meet World Organization for Animal Health standards. In 2019, the DA imposed an import restriction on this commodity from South Korea under DA Memorandum Order Number 26 to prevent the spread of ASF in the country. As of April 2025, the number of barangays with active cases of ASF has declined to 47 in 23 cities and municipalities, down from 54 barangays in 28 cities and municipalities on April 11. And in the news outside the country, Iran's foreign minister visited Pakistan to mediate in the escalating tensions between Islamabad and New Delhi following last month's deadly attack on tourists in the Indian-controlled region of Kashmir. Abbas Araghchi's visit marked the first by a foreign dignitary since tensions rose after the fatal attack on tourists in the disputed Kashmir area, according to Pakistan's foreign ministry. This occurred just days after Tehran extended an offer to help ease tensions between the nuclear-armed neighbors. Araghchi was received by senior Pakistani officials upon his arrival at an airport near Islamabad. The official is scheduled to meet with his Pakistani counterpart, Isaac Dar, as well as President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, the ministry stated. So far, New Delhi has not accepted the offer, and several world leaders, including officials from the United States, have urged both sides to exercise restraint and prevent further escalations. And finally, in the news outside the country, Jordanian authorities evacuated nearly 1,800 tourists from the ancient city of Petra after the area was struck by flooding, an official told state television. Jordan's Meteorological Authority released a video showing flash floods impacting the ancient city. The video depicted tourists gathering at the entrance of the treasury, one of the site's most iconic tombs, before their evacuation. Similar evacuations have occurred in the past as the area has experienced increasing rains and storms. Petra, renowned for its stunning temples carved into rose pink cliff faces, is a UN World Heritage Site. And that's all for the news at 12, May 7, 2025. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. And thanks to our news writer LJ Lorejo and Erica Dumlao. And on the technical side, Chad Bobis. Of course, our Provincial Information Officer, Mary Luduga Castillo. And under the supervision of our Governor, Baby Glenda Bungao. I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing.